The wife of Lufthansa CEO Vivian Sphor was on vacation with her family in Italy when she ran over 24-year-old local nanny Gaia Costa with her SUV down the road from their vacation house. CCTV footage captured Costa attempting to cross the street before she waved her hands, trying to notify the SUV approaching her to stop. But she got knocked down to the ground and sustained severe head injuries. Paramedics arrived at the scene quickly and spent over 20 minutes trying to revive her, but she succumbed to her horrific injuries. At the time, Sphor was driving with her minor daughter in the vehicle with her. She tried to drive off after bystanders rushed in and made her come to a stop. She fainted in dramatic fashion, as it was told, at the sight of the carnage, but quickly got in her vehicle with her daughter and dipped out. She fled to Germany, lawyered up, and then played dumb as if she didn't know what happened. The authorities caught up to her after tracking her down and told her that she would have to submit to alcohol and drug testing, which both came back negative. She readily admitted that the reason why she caused the accident was because she was fumbling around on her phone. And at that time, the authorities told her that Miss Costa did not make it and this accident was more serious than she thought it was, and that she was under investigation for vehicular homicide. And since Miss Sphor had already lawyered up, she said, "I am at the complete disposal of the Italian judicial authorities for the necessary investigations, and while aware that such a great personal loss cannot be repaired, I will take steps to mitigate its consequences." Translation: I will cooperate with the authorities as long as I'm not under arrest, and I will provide monetary compensation to the family for the funeral and the inconvenience of losing a daughter. Have a nice day. Very callous. Family and the community members spoke on Gaia and said that Gaia was a young woman who was deeply involved in the city's social and cultural life, and that she was passionate about their traditions, and she never missed parades and the local folk group that she was a part of, says the mayor. My point of view is that there's more to this story. The accident seemed very suspicious, and based on the fact that the bystanders or the witnesses said that they saw each other, Miss Sphor ran her over anyway. I'm just saying, maybe they knew each other through a past babysitting arrangement. I mean, Mr. and Mrs. Sphor may have used her for a babysitting gig, which that's where she was going to when she got hit. She was on her way to a babysitting gig. Maybe in the past when they were on vacation, they used her as a babysitter before. Maybe she has taken a liking to the husband. Maybe they have a special relationship, something like that, that Miss Sphor did not appreciate. Maybe she saw her just like a bull seeing red. She was like, there's that heifer right there. I'm gonna get her because I know what she's been doing with my husband. You just never know. With the rich and powerful, these seedy things going on. There's been crime stories in the past. You know, I'm a crime story watcher from way back when I was a kid. I've seen so many stories of the billionaire, the regular man having relations with the babysitter, and it's not beyond the realm of possibility. She hit her out of malice. And of course, I'm not blaming the victim. She had nothing to do with this woman's rage and whatever she was going through that would make her cause her death. This tragedy could have been prevented. I believe that this lady did see her and went and ran her over anyway for whatever reason. And what this case further reinforces is that the rich and powerful will be held to a different standard of accountability. Privileged sons and daughters of powerful individuals may develop a sense of entitlement and superiority, believing that the rules don't apply to them. Anybody below them are nothing but peons to be used and discarded like the help. Children are learning from their parents. They're observing their actions, and they will mimic and they will carry on that attitude into adulthood. And Miss Sphor's total lack of respect for this woman's life is going to make a big impression. Some mothers and fathers do their grimiest, most underhanded work while their children are minors, because they feel like in their minds their kids are too young to know what's going on around them. But sadly, a lot of times they miscalculate, and the children are absorbing all of the corruption. From cursing to stealing, some parents are dirty enough to take their children to their side dude or mistress house. This daughter, seeing her mother hit a human person, not a dog or a cat, and then leaving the scene as if it's nothing. Flying to Germany and lawyering up to mop up the mess, it's going to send a strong message to the child, whether it's going to be a 50-50 split. She's going to want to be like her mom. Hey, my mom's rich. She handled that. I like the way she did it. It's not my mom's fault. Or she could think the right way. My mom made a mistake. She's trying to be slick. She swept it under the rug. I'm not going to be like her. Who knows what's going to happen with this situation? Rest in peace to the victim, and I will see you in the next news story.